Okay, so let's begin our class. Once again, good afternoon, students. So today we will be revising on the topic of head and neck artery and veins. So first, we will see the arteries, whatever arteries are there in the head and neck. Let us see. Okay, so this is just a glimpse, the overall picture for the head and the neck artery. Okay, so this is. So let us see one by one. So what you will find in the head and the neck artery, first you will find the carotid artery. The carotid artery you will find here right in the neck area. Like this. Okay, you can even feel your pulse also here, right in the carotid artery, this one. Okay. So let us discuss this portion, that is the carotid artery, this one. Okay. So the carotid artery, what you will find, the right side of the common carotid artery, which is this, the right side of the artery, it is a branch of the brachiocephalic artery. Okay, so this is the brachiocephalic artery. From this brachiocephalic artery, the common carotid artery, that is the right side, it usually begins. It starts here. It starts from here. The brachiocephalic artery. So the right common carotid artery, it will start from here, or else it will begin from here. Understand? And coming to the next one is the left side. The left side of the common carotid artery, which is this, they usually begin from the arch of the aorta. So this is the arch of the aorta. Okay, so this is the arch of the aorta, and from this arch of the aorta, the left side, that is the left common carotid artery, they usually start, or else we can say they usually begin. Yeah, and the right common carotid artery and the left common carotid artery, what will happen here? They will pass on each side of the neck. Understand? Like they will pass blood in each side. That is the right and the left side. Okay, and what happens here? The common carotid artery, they are embedded in fascia, means they will meet together. That is the right and the left common carotid artery. They will means what? They will meet. They are like together. Okay, they are together in fascia, which is called as carotid sheath. So this is the carotid sheath. So they will meet here, both the right common and the left common carotid artery. Is it clear about the carotid artery, everyone? The right common carotid artery, they begins from the brachiocephalic artery, and the left common carotid artery, they begins from the arch of the aorta, and these two, the right and the left common carotid artery, they meet together. They meet together and they will form the carotid sheath. Understand? Is it clear about the carotid artery, everyone? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is external carotid artery. So the external carotid artery, what you will find here in this artery, they supplies the superficial tissues. What are those superficial tissues? The superficial tissues, they connect with the skin of the neck and the head. Okay. The external carotid artery, which is this, they supplies to the superficial tissues. The superficial tissues are what? They connect the skin, which you will find in the head and the neck. Okay, this picture. Is it clear? External carotid artery. I hope it's clear. Okay, next is superior thyroid artery. Okay, in the superior thyroid artery, which you will find in the thyroid, this is the thyroid. So they supplies the thyroid gland. Okay, superior thyroid artery. Let me show you this one. This is the superior thyroid artery in this position, in this place. So this superior thyroid artery, they supplies to where? They supplies to the thyroid gland. So this is the thyroid gland, which you will find in the neck portion. Okay, is it clear about superior thyroid artery?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next is the lingual artery. Okay, so the lingual artery, which you will find here. So the lingual artery, they supplies where? They supplies in the tongue. This is your tongue, right? They supplies in the tongue. They supplies in the tongue, the lining membrane of the mouth. Means in the mouth portion, in the tongue, you will find it, and you will find in your tonsil area as well as epiglottis also. Okay, here the
Yes, ma'am.
tonsil. This is the tonsil and epiglottis. Okay, so this is the lingual artery. Let me show you again. So this is the lingual artery. They supplies in your mouth portion only, like in each of the mouth portion you will find, say for example, your mouth, your tongue, then floor of the mouth means like yeah, floor of the mouth. Then in which area? Your tonsil. This is the tonsil. Okay, both these two, one, two, tonsil, then epiglottis. So in all these areas, the lingual artery supplies. Is it clear about the lingual artery?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is the facial artery. So the facial artery, they supplies where? Let me show you. Facial artery. This is the facial artery. Okay, I hope you can see. Can you see it? This is the facial artery. Can you see
Yeah.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so this facial artery, they supplies where? They supplies over the mandible in front of the jaw and supplies the muscle of facial expression in the mouth. Okay. Means, let me show you. Yeah, this is the mandible. This is the mandible. So the facial artery, they supplies blood to the mandible area. So this is the mandible area at the angle of the jaw. This is your jaw. All right. So they will supply blood in all these areas. And in this facial, this one artery, you can find your pulse also right here, which is the carotid artery right here. You can also touch it. You can also feel it. By touching it, you will just be able to feel it. Okay, is it clear? Facial artery, they supplies blood in the mandible area, which is this in your jaw, and you will also be able to feel the pulse right just downside of the jaw, which is the carotid artery. Is it clear about the facial artery?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. And in this facial artery, like they supplies in which area, like the muscles in your face, through which you give the facial expressions, right? Happy, sad, all this. So they supply in all these areas. Okay, so here in this area, you can feel the pulse. That is just downside of your jaw. This one. Okay, next artery is the occipital artery. This is the occipital artery. So the occipital artery, where does it supply? It supplies blood in the posterior part of the scalp. Posterior. Posterior means what? Back side. Okay, anterior means front, posterior means back. Okay, so the occipital artery, they supplies in all these areas in your scalp. near scalp areas. So in all these scalp areas, like they supply, it will go like this, and it will go and supply in all these areas in your head, in the scalp. Okay, is it clear? Occipital artery.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is the temporal artery. So this is the temporal artery. You will find temporal artery nearby your ear. कान के ठीक पास में मिलता है temporal artery. Okay. So they supplies the temporal artery supplies in the frontal, the front, temporal, and which area? Parietal. Parietal is here. Okay. In all these areas, the temporal artery they supplies. And in the temporal artery, you will also be able to feel your pulse right here. Okay, upper part of the ear. Let me repeat again. Temporal artery you will find here, just upper part nearby your ear. Nearby your ear doesn't mean here, just a bit upside. You will find it. And the temporal artery supplies in the frontal, then temporal, this, and parietal. Parietal is here. Okay, and you will be able to feel your pulse also right here in the temporal artery. I hope it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is maxillary artery. So the maxillary artery it supplies blood in where? In the muscle of mastication. So they supply blood in the muscle of mastication. So all this, okay, uh, means the place where you can chew. It helps you in chewing, right? So that one is known as mastication. So in all these areas it will supply first, part, second, third, all these are the maxillary artery. So here it helps you in chewing, right? These muscles, so it goes and supply in all these areas. That is the maxillary artery. Okay, shall we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is um, circle of Wills, or else you can say as circulus arterius. So in this circle of Wills, what you will find in the circle of Wills, you will find the right and the left internal carotid artery. Excuse me. So in the right and the left carotid internal carotid artery, na? So this in this portion carotid artery, they will enter inside the cranial cavity. So this is the cranial cavity. All right. So they supplies the greater part of the brain. So this area, this is the cranial cavity, it supplies the greater part of the brain. Understand? This. So this is a circle of Wills. They supply the greater part of the brain, which are what? Your eyes, your forehead, and nose. So this is a circle of Wills. Alright. In the circle of Wills, this one. If you will look closer, it will look like this. So this is the bottom view of brain, means downside of the brain. Your eyes, your forehead, and nose. In all these areas, like they will supply them. Is it clear about circle of Wills?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What happened? Like so many of you are joining very late. I have given you now 115. Some are like it's already 132, and some are still like waiting in the lobby. Okay, is it clear? Shall we go to veins also, or we will like stop here with the arteries? Huh?
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, veins we will discuss in the next class. All right. Let me ask you some questions. How far you all have understood? Okay, the carotid artery, it is a branch of which artery? Can you say it? Tumpegilen. Can you see the screen? Tumpe. Tumpe, can you see the screen? Yes or no? Hello. Krishna, can you hear me? Krishna? Okay, Sheetal, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sheetal, can you tell me? The right common carotid artery, it is a branch of which artery? It's coming from which artery?
Sorry, ma'am.
The right common carotid artery, it is a branch of which artery? I have mentioned one artery name, na? So what is the name of that?
Brachiocephalic artery.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. It is the brachiocephalic artery. So this is the brachiocephalic artery. So the right common carotid artery, they branch from here. Okay, good. Okay, the next question goes to Salam Girija Devi. Salam, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Salam, can you tell me the left side of the common carotid artery? They are where? They are started from where? They are directly from which? Like from where?
Arch of the aorta.
Arch of the aorta. Okay, good. So here, so this is the arch of the aorta and the left common carotid artery, like is somewhere here. Okay. Okay, good. Next question, Samuel.
Yes.
Okay, Samuel, can you tell me this right common carotid artery, no? This right one and the left common carotid artery, they are they supply both sides of the neck. It's not it. And also you will find that the right means the right and the left common carotid artery, like they are embedded, they are together in fascia, which is called the what sheet?
Ma'am, common.
No, no, not common. Some name it has called. It starts with the letter C. I'll give you some hint. It starts with the alphabetical letter C. Can you say it?
Ma'am, common carotid artery.
Not carotid artery, sheet. Carotid sheet. Okay. The
Yes, ma'am.
right common carotid artery and the left common carotid artery, they are together, like they are embedded together in this carotid sheet. Okay. Okay, next question goes to Riften. Riften Pale. Very easy question I'll ask you. Can you hear me, Riften? Riften, am I audible? Hello? Hello? Okay then. Ripan, am I audible? I guess not. No response. Okay, Rashmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Rashmi, can you tell me the superior thyroid artery supplies where? Superior
Ma'am,
thyroid.
thyroid gland.
Okay, very good. Very easy question, this one. So the thyroid artery they supplies to the thyroid gland. Okay. Okay, next question goes to Prakriti Rai. Prakriti Rai, am I audible? Can you hear me? Prakriti, are you there? Okay, then Nafishisha, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nafishisha, can you tell me the lingual artery, where does it supply?
It supplies to the tongue, then the lining of the mouth, the structures in the floor of the mouth, and the tonsils and the epiglottis.
Okay, very good. Means in your mouth area.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in your oral area only, like it supplies. This is the lingual artery.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
means this is your tongue and mouth and tonsil. This is a tonsil. Two parts, tongue, then epiglottis. Okay, very good. Okay, next question. Next question goes to Monica. Am I audible, Monica? Monica, are you there? Okay, Melvina, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Melvina, can you tell me the facial artery they supply is where? Facial artery.
Ma'am, facial artery supply over the mandible and jaw.
Okay. Okay, so this is a facial artery. This is a mandible. Okay, and this over the jaw means here. And here you will be able to feel your pulse also, right here, downside. Okay, that is the carotid artery. Okay, good. Okay, next question goes to long jump. Are you there, long jump? Long jump? You have to answer long jump. Unmute yourself. Turn on the mic. Long jump.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, long jump. Can you tell me the occipital artery they supplies where? Do you know the answer? You just say yes or no. Do you know? Or at least type in. Huh? Yes or no? Do you know? Do you know the answer? Yes or no? Say something. If you won't know also, it's fine. No problem. I'll explain it then. But you just answer me. Just answer my question. Do you know? Because you never used to respond. That's why I want like to respond from you. You know or not? Please answer. At least write in the chat box. In the chat box, you at least write yes or no. Otherwise, I'll give you absent like this. I'll mark you absent, huh? I'm very much serious about it. You are not taking my words seriously, right? Okay, no problem. Okay, Ilashara, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ilashara, can you tell me the occipital artery supplies where?
Supplies to the posterior part of the scalp.
Okay, very good. Okay, so this is the occipital artery. Understand? And they goes and supply in the scalp. This is the posterior part, this is the back side, the scalp portion. Okay. Okay, good. Next question goes to Jem. Jem Lulu. Jem Lulu, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jem Lulu, can you tell me the temporal arteries they pass where or else they supply where? Temporal. Do you know the answer?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Okay, so this is the answer. So this is the temporal artery. Okay, and you will find right in front of the ear. So this is your ear, and they supply where? They supply in the frontal part, means here, front, temporal is here, and parietal. So in all these areas, they go and supply. That is the temporal artery. And in the temporal artery, you will also be able to feel your pulse. Okay, right here. Is it clear now?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, next question goes to Darshana.
Yes.
Okay, Darshana, can you please tell me the maxillary artery they supplies where?
Muscle of the mastications and a branch
Muscle
of
of
this artery.
mastication. Okay. Okay, good. So muscle of mastication. So this is the mandible. Okay. It goes and supply in the muscle of mastication, means the place like where you will be able to chew. All right, like it helps you in chewing. Okay, good. Okay, next question goes to Vishal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Vishal, can you tell me circle of wheels they supply blood in which area? In which part of the brain? Smaller part of the brain or lesser part of the brain? Oh, sorry, greater part of the brain or smaller part of the brain? Smaller or greater? Yes. Do you know the answer?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So this, okay, they supply in the greater part of the brain. Understand? This is a circle of wheels. If you will see from the bottom, like bottom, no? This is the bottom view of the brain. Okay, and if you will look closer, you will find the circle of wheels. So this is a circle of wheels. Understand? Also, it supplies in which area? In your eyes, in your forehead, as well as your nose. In all these areas, they supply. Is it clear now,
Okay,
Vishal?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I hope everyone is clear for today's class.
Yes.
Clear now? I hope everyone is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay then, that's all for today's class. In the next class, we will continue with veins. Okay, then thank you everyone.